Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We are back again, and it's time for the Tuesday banger. It's time for the Tuesday banger, y'all. That's a lock. It's time for the Tuesday banger, and I got one. I keep a banger at all times. But like I always say before I start these videos off, I have no problem delivering this content to everybody that's out there working hard, working a 9 to 5. Everybody that's out there with their own business, getting to that bag the legit way. I make sure y'all got something to watch in the morning times, man. I promise y'all, there's no problem on my end. I also have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. I only ask for one thing, and that's for y'all to just stay out of the way, man. That's it. I just want to save your life, man. I just don't want you in the place where I ruin my life at, man. I don't want you to go there, man. It's hard getting your life back on track almost 2 decades later. I'm telling you, man, we be out here doing these crimes. A lot of the young people especially, man, you out here doing all these crazy crimes, and you really don't know how much time you're going to get for these type of crimes if you ever get caught. Because you are going to get caught, man. Nobody gets away with it, man. So, like, while you out here doing all these crazy crimes, you need to research how much time you're going to get, man. Because for them robberies, them abductions, them carjackings, those M's, all of that, you are going down for a very long time, man. You might have a chance to maybe not ever make it out of that place, man. So, like, turn your life around right now. You have the chance. It's a fresh new year. I already know you got people like me that's around telling you, oh, bro, come on, it's time for, you got to give it up at some point, man. You can't be a thug forever. If it hasn't worked for you in the last 5 years, then what you got to do, you got to reevaluate, right? Nah, you just gonna stay in the street and just keep on trying to be a thug. No, just turn your life around right now and just stay out of the way. Period, man. But y'all already know what it is, man. It's a Tuesday banger game. So what I need y'all to do with this one? Like, share, subscribe, let's get it. Let's go. What? It's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called Ain't No Honor Amongst Thieves. Part 1. Crazy story, crazy situation, but we are aware, people. We are in penitentiary, man. Crazy things happen all the time. And I'm letting you know now, man, like, y'all think it's way crazier criminals out there on the street amongst y'all right now? No. Those people that got locked up for being the worst criminals are in prison, man. And they don't care about nothing, man. They have no honor. They have no loyalty. Everybody just trying to survive in their own little way, kind of like I be telling y'all I be doing, man. Like it's a lot of scumbags in penitentiary, man. Like, matter of fact, it's like a 75% scumbag in there, man. Like, so a lot of dudes don't play by the rules. A lot of dudes don't care about morals. A lot of dudes just do stuff and just see what the repercussions gonna be later, man. Like, that's just how prison is, man. So, like, at the end of the day, you have these people like that in there, man. It's a lot of them in there like that, man. So, with that being said, though, we are on Sussex 2 for this, y'all. We are on Sussex 2. And I can remember being in 2C the 3rd time around, man. This is my 3rd time in 2C, man. But this is around the time kind of like when I'm trying to get up off Sussex. Like, this is around that time. So when y'all hear stories about my 3rd time in 2C, I was trying to get up off that joint, man, around this 3rd time. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Like, this was around the time, like, it made more sense just to get up off there, man. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, man. Like, it was still people, because it's prison. So it's never gonna really change. Like, you're gonna have people always still trying to do the things they used to do, break the law, get money, get the pack, do whatever they doing, man. Like, dudes just gonna always try to do that because it's just prison. That's just how it go down, man. But I'm not even gonna lie. Like, the investigator had stuff in a tight squeeze, and like his whole new tactic of kind of making it uncomfortable for a lot of inmates was doing them tests, putting your stuff in a cup, making you fail that test, man. You know what I mean? Like when you fail that test, you go to the hole, you reset, you gotta start over, go to a new pod, and that's really an inconvenience, man. So somebody like me that I had 4 of them joints, you know what I mean? I done had 4 of them joints, man. I just felt like it was about time for me to leave the la-la alone. So I said this before. Y'all heard this in the story before. I told y'all in this situation right here, I'm definitely not messing with the la-la. But like, I thought it was gonna be hard leaving the la-la alone, but it just boiled down to like, You either want to go to Lawrenceville or you want to stay on Sussex. Like, it's been so many people. Y'all got to understand, they bring people from Lawrenceville to Sussex 2 when they mess up. So they go from a 3 to a 4. And when they mess up, they swap them out with Sussex 2 inmates. So like, that's how it goes. So on Sussex 2, it started filling up. I ain't gonna say fill up, but it started being like a decent amount of inmates that was coming from Lawrenceville. And to be honest with y'all, I just got tired of hearing the stories, man. I got tired of hearing the stories about how sweet it was. And like, I'm just saying in my head, like, man, I can't stay on this place. Like, there's no way I can stay on this place. Like, I never tried to get my level dropped because I never cared because I had all this time. But like, there's no way that I can stay on this place. I told myself if I stay on this place, the rest of my time gonna be hard. So I was like, I gotta tighten up and just stay out the way, man. So that's what I started doing, man. I left the La alone, y'all. I know that sounds crazy, but I did. I had to leave the La alone because I knew that was their only way of getting me. They would never get me hustling. They would get me when I have to put it in the cup. That's to be the only time they get me, man. So I had to change it up. I had to change it up, y'all. So I just started kind of like, even though the investigator used to do his thing, kind of like, this is around the time when like, it ain't really a lot of movement. Like, Sussex is done, y'all. That's my word. Sussex is all the way done to the point where like, it ain't nothing, it ain't even feel like the same Sussex no more. They done put fences up everywhere, separating everybody. Like, you're not going outside like that no more. You barely getting wrecked like that. You get wrecked in your pod, but like, you're not coming outside like that no more. They feeding you in the building. It was like, it was just your building for real that you had to get familiar with, man. Like, you see dudes, other inmates from other buildings, it became a bonus because they got Sussex locked down. That's how they started doing it, man. So like I never really tried to like try to be who I wasn't, man. Like, so I just used to try to do things to survive because I knew the big picture was getting to Lawrenceville. Then I turned up, you know what I mean? So like, still, even though I've been laid back mode and even though I'm not messing with the La, I still was like, yo, I still got to try to figure something out to make me a couple dollars, like a little here and there, just a little stuff just to keep me going. You know what I mean? I still mess with the blacks. This is around the time they passed the memo out like, yo, it's about to be over with tobacco and next year is a wrap. So like, I'm trying not to believe that. Like, I remember first reading that memo. I'm like, what? No tobacco game? I thought they was joking. They wasn't though. But this is around that time. So I'm just trying to stack my stuff up still without being on the radar, man. So like, it was this one dude. Before I was in 2C, I was in 2B downstairs. Then they moved me to the non-privileged part. I did the time in the non-privileged part. Then I came to 2C. That's when I was like, I'm getting off this joint. So when I was in the non-privileged part, it was a dude in there, man. Like, it wasn't really no wreck. Like, we didn't really get wrecked like that. We didn't get wrecked as much because it's a non-privileged part. Like, they had us in there for punishment. So, like, you had to do 90 days. Then they'll consider letting you out of that joint, like, charge-free and all of that. You had to go through the motions of that. So, I did, like, 6 months in that joint. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. So, it was like, when I was in there, like, this one dude that came in my room, like, you'll have a recycling of dudes. Like, I was in the cell with a white dude. And the white dude, he snapped out on the police. He ended up going down. I got a story about that. So, when he dipped, I get another cellie, you know what I mean? I had like 5, 6 cellies when I was in that non-privileged part. That's word. But when this black dude came in the cell, like, he was cool, quiet. He done been baiting for a while. He in a non-privileged part. So like, we always in the cell, ain't nothing to do. So he always used to want to play casino, heads up. So me and him used to play casino. I ain't gonna lie, I want nothing else to do. Me in the cell, we going heads up. So it went from one day we playing casino heads up to when the commissary came. So now we got commissary. So now we done start gambling. And it's a friendly gamble though. So long story short, I punished old head the whole day. I promise y'all, man, I punished him the whole day, man. I looked up and I had all the old head stuff under my bed, y'all. So boom, I took everything from him, man. Like, Unc snapped out too. He spent like $1 on commissary. He spent a lot of bread. So I got his whole bag. He done lost everything to me. So like, I'm not a maniac animal. Like, I'm going to carry him or nothing like that. But still though, I just was like, look. I was like, look, man. He was like, yeah, man, you got to get some stuff back. He was like, look, I got a deal for you. I was like, what? He was like, look, man, I got $100 bill. I was like, you got $100 bill? He was like, yeah, I got $100 bill. He was like, look, can I give you $100 bill and get like 70% of my stuff back? I'm like, I thought about it because I ain't really want all his stuff, but I knew that $100 bill might come in handy sometime. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Cause I ain't want all old his stuff. I ain't rock with him for real. We just was in there gambling bored. So he gave me the book. I gave him all his stuff back, majority of his stuff. I kept a couple of items, you know what I mean? The stuff that I wanted to keep or whatever, but I gave him most of his stuff back. So I still got the buck Bama, you know what I mean? I had the buck Bama the whole time for a long time, you know what I mean? So now by the time I get to 2C, now I'm in that joint is like, for real, like, I'm not even trying to like make no plays. Like, this is as soon as I got in there, I wasn't even trying to make no plays, man. But we're gonna call this dude Jeff. Now, Jeff was a brown-skinned dude, man. I'm not gonna say where he's from. He's not from the 804 or from Tidewater, but I'm not gonna say where he's from, man. But at the end of the day, man, Jeff was in the park. Now, I met Jeff when I was in 4D. Jeff was in 4D. I met him. He was in there for a little bit. He was in there. He used to go to the VI at first. He used to go to the VI, come back with a little something, be selling a little something. He ended up getting in the rumble with the red team. Now that he done got in the fight with the red team, man, like it got crazy. So after he fought the red team, dude, he went to the hole. So I ain't really see bro like that no more until this time. I knew he was still in the compound, but I just didn't see Jeff no more like that. So when I come in the joint, they put me in cell 44. I was in the cell all the way in the top corner, the last cell by the damn top door, by the top door. So like usually the old Weezy, like I wouldn't want to be in the cell by the back door for nothing. Like I'm not gonna never be in cell 44 or cell 1. I can't be in those, or cell 22. I can't be in those cells, period. So like around this time though, y'all see that I'm chilling though, like I'm chilling, I'm relaxing. It ain't nothing going on. But the dude Jeff, he knew me. He knew me just on the strength because he knew we done business before, just off the years of being in Sussex too. He knew I was somebody that, that would strike from time to time with a la. So he knew the case, you know what I mean? But he just didn't know I was in retirement mode slightly like, but everybody that was in that block, I'll say 50% of the people was like, yo, I'm chilling, man. Like I'm chilling, I'm laid back. I'm trying to get off Sussex too. So it was like 50% of us in the pod on that type of time. So when he see me, this is my first day in there. He see me, he's like, Weezy, you ain't here now. I was like, yeah. He's like, man, let me holler at you, man. He was one of those funny dudes, a little taller than me. He pull up, he like, hey, what's up? I'm like, what's up, man? He was like, man, I'm trying to get some money. You know that? I'm trying to get some money. He was like, man, for real, I just got this job in the kitchen. He was like, man, I think I'm gonna get fired, though. I was like, why you say that? He was like, cuz, man, I just be in there stealing everything, and I don't think the people like me or whatever the case, man. He was like, man, but for real, though, I'm just in there because I can make the play with the dude in one building, man. He was like, but this dude that switched up on me, he was like, you got some la-la? I was like, nah, I ain't doing nothing, bro. I was like, I don't even mess with the la-la no more. He was like, you don't mess with it? I said, nah, I gave it up, bro. He said, man, you lying. I said, no, I'm not. I gave that stuff up, man. He was like, well, look, man, he says a dude in the kitchen that's in one building that he said he was dealing with. He said he was ordering the dude like $100 every store day, and he'll be grabbing from him like that. You know what I mean? He's talking about the la-la. But he was like, dude switched up on him at the buzzer. I'm like, how he switch up? He was like, he went from saying that he want commissary to now he want all cash. So he was like, man, for real, man. He was like, I'm trying to see if I can get somebody, man, if I can send somebody the money and then they can bring it back from the VI. He was like, Weezy, you think you can do that? I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not bringing nothing back from the VI from nobody. First off, I ain't say it like that. I'm like, what? Nah, bro, I don't do the VI stuff. I'm like, but it might be somebody in here that you can send the money to that can get the cash. I was like, because like if you get the cash, you be straight. He was like, I'm telling you, Weezy. He was like, and he be having some fire too, man. He was like, man, this junk come from such and such. He was like, man, that junk be some fire too, man. I'm telling you, man, you sure you don't want to try it? I'm like, nah. But the whole time I had forgot that I had the buck. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, like a light bulb came in my head. I was like, I got $1, y'all. So boom, I had to remember. I'm like, oh my God. Like, so as he talked, I'm like, nah. He like, yeah, he like, man, yeah, so look, dude be giving me deals, da-da-da-da. So I said, look, I just remember too, man. He like, what? I said, man, when I'm chilling though, man, you trying to have me back out there though, man. He was like, what you talking about? He got all excited. I'm like, bro, listen, what I'm saying is, I got $1. I was like, he said, you got $1? I said, yeah. He said, oh, he'll bless me, give me like 10 spoons. He'll give me like 10 spoons for that $1. You was getting 6. Usually he was like, dude, give me like 10 spoons for that $1. So I was like, 10. So I'm like, it's my $1 though. So like, how we gonna do it though? Like, he was like, I'm saying like, I'm trying to buy into the $1. He was like, but we just got to be able to get another $1. You know what I mean? So I knew another dude that was in 4 building, old head dude, gamble, poker, parlay, he do it all. So he the type of dude that keep cash on the low. Like everybody didn't know he did, but he keep cash on the low. So I'm like, look, all right, look, see if you can get us the 10 spoons. I said, we get the 10 spoons. I said, what you gonna give me? He said, I'm gonna give you $50 in commissary. I said, I don't want no hygiene or none of that. I want what you got. You got good stuff? He was like, yeah, I got you. We just gonna split the junk 5 spoons a piece. So that's what we did. I give him the $100. Bro went to the kitchen. Bro went and made the play, man. Bro came back. Bro had the 10 spoons game, y'all. So boom. Now we in business. Like I saw it and I'm looking at it like, but everything just started rewinding back in my head. Like, yo, bro, you wildin'. Like you supposed to be trying to get to Lawrenceville. What you doing? Like, how you gonna be in here still trying to shake and bake, slang and bang game when you gotta get to Lawrenceville? Like, you wildin'. So I thought about it. I'm like, man. So my roommate, I said his name before, but I ain't gonna say his name. I said it back when I was saying names, but he was from DC, man. Cool old head dude. I ain't gonna lie. But he still messed with the la-la. You know what I mean? He messed with the la-la. Like, he was a maniac. Like, he didn't care. So like, Like, I remember when bro came back and gave me the joint, gave me the 5 spoons. He was like, yo, he gave me the joint. I saw it. I'm like, all right, bet. So when I go in the room and let my celly test it because I didn't want to do him dirty. Like, I start bagging up. Like, you got some la-la? I was like, yeah, here. I got the card and I slid him a feezy over. He was like, this me. I was like, yeah, let me know what that joint hitting on after they count. So he was like, all right, bet. So they counted. After they counted, my roommate rolled up. And he lit that joint, y'all. He started hitting the joint. He was like, he finished the joint. He was like, that joint all right right there. That joint all right right there. That joint all right right there. That everything was good. I was like, okay, it was some good. So I came out in the pod and I hollered at the one dude that be with my roommate. You know what I mean? I hollered at him. And the only reason I didn't want to holler at my roommate because I didn't want to bring the attention to myself. And I hollered at one dude that's super quiet with it because that's what you had to do. It was money still to be made on Sussex too. It just you had to be quiet with it, y'all. Like, this wasn't back in the day where you slanging and banging all over the place. No, you had to be quiet with that joint. So I definitely wasn't gonna mess with it. But still though, I want a lot of commissary before I go to a level 3. I'm trying to, nobody wants to go to, when you go to level 3, you want to have a fresh sweatsuit, some fresh kicks on ice, you know what I mean? Fresh hat, fresh outfit, you know what I mean? You want to have fresh t-shirts. You want to have everything crispy, a lot of food. Like, you want to go there prepared. You want to go pop up at a level 3 like you someone just ain't been locked up for almost 10 years. I couldn't walk around like that. So I'm thinking like a maniac by selling this stuff. But I need this stuff. So I hollered at the dude that be on my roommate. He said he'll pump the joint. He moving around quietly with the joint. So I was like, cool. So him and my roommate job was all right. They weren't messing with him because it was a quiet situation. It wasn't like everybody knew this was what was going on. But bro got his joint lit too, bro. Bro selling his joint too. But I guess he getting rid of a lot of his stuff in the kitchen. So the first play went good. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. The first play went good. Everything was straight. Nobody messed with us. No investigator game. And I made a couple dollars, y'all. So boom. I was cool with the first play, man. So the second play about to roll around. He was like, yo, bro, look, we trying to go again, but you said you was gonna be able to get some more. He was like, look, I'll do the same thing with you. You just do the same thing. So to be honest with y'all, like, I wasn't even mad about the little 5-spoon play. You know what I mean? Because it was making sense for me. The way I was moving, I was quiet. I wanted to be quiet. I was trying to duck this investigator, and I didn't want my name or anything. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna holler at dude. You know what I mean? So not only did I have a decent amount of food, I had cigarettes from this play too. He brought me like at least 3 boxes of cigarettes, you know what I mean? So I already had cigarettes on top of that. So I probably had like 5 boxes, probably 20 boxes of black game. So I'm loaded in the tobacco area. So I was like, bet, I'm gonna go holler at old head and 4 builder. So I set the kite. I told old head, come on the yard. So he already knew what it was when I set on the kite. So when I come outside on the yard, they was already on the big yard. So I gotta walk past them, you know what I mean? So when we come out, and this is like, for real, we was only coming out like 2 times a week. Definitely on a Monday and maybe on a Wednesday or a Thursday, definitely. But the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, man, them people was dragging us on Sussex too, man. That's my word. So I see old head already knew what it was because I sent him the kite. I'm walking on the yard. They got the fences blocking the gate now. You can't even walk up and dap a nigga up no more. Put your fingers through the gate and be like, yo, what's good, bro? You can't even do that no more because they got a fence blocking the fence. So we walking down the long way, like I told y'all, going towards like where the hole be at. You can holler at people, but we going down to that yard down there by 4 building. They on the big yard, so old head see me, but everybody coming down the boulevard jump. So he see me like, hey, where you at? I'm like, yo, he was like, whew. I seen a rock come over the jump. I seen a rock, it had a rubber band on it, and it had a paper on it. I was just looking at it come over across the fence. He threw it over the fence. Like, it was over 2 fences, to be honest with you. He like, phew. And that jump came, I was like, boom, I tried to catch it, phone and grab it. I put it in my pocket, I walked off. You know what I mean? When I got on, I walked off, when I got on back to the yard, we was going. I see him, he come to the fence. He was like, look, that's the jump right there. He was like, look. That's what you do. He said, I'm gonna send the laundry man. When y'all do sheet exchange, he was like, just have that stuff ready for the laundry man. He go, you know what I mean? So I'm like, bet. So he sold me the $1. He sold me the $1 for $80, which was a good deal. So bro put up 50. I only put up 30 on this play. So I came out to the good. So it was a good deal. You know what I mean? Unc probably definitely like trading the cash. So the play went smooth. He sent the dude from the laundry at me. I gave him the stuff, man. Everything worked out, man. It was just a good thing knowing that I had old head on my team that I can get some cash and keep making this play, y'all. So boom. So we did the play like 3 times. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. We did the play like 3 times. And like me and bro just in there kind of like trapping quietly. Like, and it wasn't a bad thing. Everybody happy. Like, I'm not messing with the la-la. I'm seeing people all off the la-la. And I'm like, sometimes I would get mad. I ain't gonna lie, like a little jealous. Like, I was like, man, they lit off the la-la. Ain't that something? Everybody in here lit off the la-la. I am the la-la. That's how I used to start feeling sometimes. But I used to have to calm myself because, bro, listen, Lawrenceville, that's the major play. So I used to be all right. Man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Like, that wasn't like my main source of like things that I needed no more. You know what I mean? Like I'm in the game messing with it to getting some money, but I wasn't trying to like mess with it like that. You know what I mean? No more. I couldn't do it, y'all. I couldn't sacrifice that no more, man. So like I wasn't tripping at the end of the day, even though I knew that was going on. But like now that we done the joint a few times, like it turned out good. Like it turned out to be a decent play, y'all. Like I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. It turned out to be a decent play. 5 spoons 3 times, you know what I mean? 15 spoons I done had. Each time, I never made street money. I just made food and cigarettes. That's all I made. I never knew what bro was doing with his money, man. But for real, like Jeff was a different type of guy, y'all. So boom. And I found out how later on about Jeff, man. I didn't know this at all. But like for real, man, like while he was working in that kitchen, like he was in there. I thought he was gonna get fired when he said that was all that stuff was going on, but he didn't. I just knew Jeff was kind of like money hungry, man. Like he didn't care. Like, cause a lot of dudes in the pod, not a lot of dudes that knew me and knew they could get it from me, that I knew that wasn't the police. Like this wasn't gonna come back on me, man. Like you know, you had to be quiet. Like they would pull up on me like, yo, that dude that sleep in cell 4, yeah, the one that work in the kitchen. I'm like, dude, Jeff. He like, yeah, man, he got a little feezy, man. He got his J's rolled up. You know what I mean? So like dudes used to complain about what he used to have all the time. And like come to me, I never brought this to him, but dudes used to be complaining. But I remember one day that me and him had a conversation, man. It's crazy because like he never really cared about what nobody said about him in the pod, because I think bro was getting rid of all his stuff in the kitchen. So he never really cared, you know what I mean? Having Lala was having Lala at this time. However you get it can get rid of, you know what I mean? People gonna get rid of it. That's just how I go. So he see me, he was like, yo, bro. So me and him get to talking, and he was like, yeah, bro. He was like, look, man, listen. He was like, look, why my roommate come back and tell me that dudes in the pod talk about I got small joints and they going to holler at your man that sleep over here in cell 2 that got the joints. I'm like, yeah, that's what I told him. Like, you know what I mean? I brought this attention in. I'm like, yeah, people been saying you got them J's rolled up. He was like, he went in his joint. Man, that man pulled out a bag this big and he had like 50 J's rolled up. I promise you, man. He said, man, look at this. He said, yeah, I ain't even count these joints. It's too many to count. He said, my roommate rolled them up. He said, yeah, I rolled all them joints. So I sell them all like that. That's how I go. I ain't tripping on it. I'm like, yeah, that junk crazy. He was like, but nah, I gotta holler at you though. I'm like, what's up? He was like, look, come in my cell. So I'm like, all right, so I come in his cell. You know what I mean? Lady said, cell break over with. The door will close. He push. So I get locked in the joint, you know what I mean? So he walked to the joint. His celly was in there too. He walked to the joint. He was like, he threw the cut up on the joint. So I'm like, what's up? So the joint, when I walked in his cell, I noticed that, he had an incense lit probably prior, but like I smelled the Lala in the air. I smelled Lala. I was smelling it. He was like, hey, look, let me show you this. Let me show you this right here. What the old head got now. I was like, what? He was like, he put it on the table. I was like, it was like in the hairnet type of looking joint. He was like, pour it out. I was like, I poured it out. I was like, what's up? What are you talking about? He was like, he got some of that right there. I was like, what's that right there? He was like, it's some more. It's some good. I was like, oh, all right, like, what's up though? Like, what do you want for this? Because I'm not messing with the Lala at the moment. So it's like, I can't really tell. When I'm looking, it don't look crazy. It don't look like it's suspect or nothing. It look like Lala. Word, it look like Lala. So I'm like, all right, look, that's what it is, man. So I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. I was like, how you get this much though? I said, he gave you this much for like a tester? Because I'm looking at it, he got a pile of it. Like, not really a big pile, but I would say like an eighth. He got like an eighth sitting on the table. He got an eighth sitting on the table. So I'm like, oh, I was like, what the dude gave you this much tester though? I was like, how much I get it is? He was like, look, you can get half of it. He's like, you can get half of it right there. You can get half of it right there. I was like, man, for real, bro? I was like, I'm about to sell these, Joe. This is a spoon. I said, you give me a spoon? He was like, yeah. I was like, all right. So I put it in the paper. I was like, I folded that joint. He was like, yeah, but look though, bro. I was like, what? He said, look, I just gotta tell you something, though. I said, tell me what? He was like, man, look, man, don't be mad, man. He was like, but look, I've been thinking about doing this. I think I'm gonna do it, man. But if you ain't on board, it's gonna mess it up, Weezy. I'm like, what you talking about, bro? He was like, man, look, you ain't gonna believe this, though. I'm like, what? Man, say it, bro. What are you talking about? He was like, that shit right there in the paper. I'm like, what? This right here? He was like, yeah. He said, that's oregano, bro.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for something. Real stories from the heart just to open your eyes.